Hi, I wanted to tell my story. Um, I grew up skinny. I've always been naturally skinny. But when you grow up like that, you get a lot of hate for it or like ignorant comments, people telling you need to eat more, be bigger, put some meat on you, put some fat on you, eat a cheeseburger, stuff like that. There's a lot of bashing and a lot of like purposeful and not meant to be bashing. That society acts like skinny people need to be bigger. So around my teen years, I would eat more than I was hungry because I thought I was doing good that way because everyone so thoroughly equates skinny with unhealthy. Everyone acts like it's so unhealthy. You need to be bigger. You need to stuff your face and so on and so forth. So yeah, I gained a little bit of weight in my teen years because of that, and I thought I was doing a good thing, and everyone would enable it by saying I looked healthy, which isn't a thing, but people don't know that. And it causes lots of problems, and I wanted to speak out against it, or about it, because no one's really talking about it. So many thin people do this. They try to be bigger, they eat more, women take pills trying to grow their curves or whatever, and it screws up their hormones, and there are so many problems that skinny people have to go through that people are just unaware of because it's not being talked about. And luckily in 2012 I started to realize society was wrong. There's nothing wrong with me, there's nothing wrong with being skinny. I was natural and healthy that way. Being bigger, eating more, stuffing my face, that's what was unhealthy. It feels so horrible to just like have your stomach feeling stretched out all the time. Luckily, I always had big curves, so I didn't even get as much hate as a lot of other girls, but still, you get people telling you, relatives, friends, family members, people who were like trying to be nice but didn't realize how bad it was, and bullies and this and that and the other telling you so thoroughly you need to change yourself. And it's a very scary thing. It's just as bad as anorexia and bulimia. If you don't want someone to starve themselves, don't ever tell them they need to eat more. No, it's just not right. Let's see what else. Yeah, so in 2012 I started to realize society was wrong. I started to pay attention to how hungry I was and eating based off of that rather than just, oh, it's time to eat. I just need to eat more because being skinny is bad. And so I started to lose that weight, and I went from like around 136 to around 110, which is what I am now. And I know some of you are going to be like, that's too skinny. Like, no, I'm average height. I'm not super tall. It's actually pretty good for what I am. I could even be 105 and it would be totally fine. Our view of what is healthy and what is good and what is normal has been skewed a lot the last few decades because of how people are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, okay, it's fine if you're bigger, but you should realize that someone skinny isn't automatically unhealthy and weird and creepy and gross and this and that and the other. Like, recognize that people come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and you can't judge someone based off of just looking at them. You don't know their health. You don't know how much they weigh. You don't know anything. That's all.